If you out here doing something you ain't got no business doing, you need to stand up on all 10 toes that God gave you and be a man and accept your consequences. You don't need to, if you're not gonna do that, you don't need to be jumping in that game. Like, that's just point blank period. Don't even, you sign up for boxing and you get punched in the mouth, you can't be crying. You sign up to be a chef in the kitchen and the fire jump up out the stove and burn you, you can't be trying to sue these people saying that they kick. If you ain't got no business doing something, you know what I'm saying, like, stay out, just leave it alone. The streets is the streets, stay on the side.
You're going to be judged. I've said this 10,000 times. I'm going to say it 10,000 more. No matter what you do, you're going to be judged. If you're fat, people are going to say you're a lazy piece of shit. If you're jacked like me, it's just all steroids. If you're rich, you're a snake oil salesman. If you're poor, you're lazy, undisciplined. Here's the thing, man. No matter what the fuck you do in life, people are going to judge you. If you drive a Rolls Royce or a Honda Accord, people are going to judge you no matter what you do. So why don't you just do the shit you want to do? Why don't you quit worrying about what people are going to say and do the shit that you want to do? God put ideas in here and passion in here for you to execute on, man. People are going to judge you no matter what. So you might as well do the shit that you want to do, the things that make you happy.
How can you beat someone who cannot fucking quit? How can you beat someone who every time they go through a hard time, they get better and they get stronger instead of getting weaker and getting demoralized? How can you beat someone who looks back on all the tests that they've had and said, yeah, that wasn't shit, dude. Bring it the fuck on. Okay? As opposed to the person who's like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. And then fucking 2 months, another thing happens. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. It's gonna be the person who has a stoic mentality, who looks at it and says this, okay, all right, we'll get through it. And then the next thing happens. Well, won't do that again, but we'll get through it, right? Not freaking the fuck out like the world's ending every 2 weeks, dude.
Lowering your price when they say it's too expensive, remove features until it fits their budget. Here's the psychology. When you discount, you're saying your original price was inflated. When you remove features, you're saying value costs money. Customer says, can you do 5,000 instead of 7,000? You say, absolutely. At 5,000, we'd remove the implementation support and quarterly reviews. Does that work for your situation? Now they're choosing between full value at full price or less value at lower price. That's a real decision, not a negotiation game. You might say, but I have to discount in this market. No, you don't. You have to stop attracting customers who only care about price. That starts with holding your ground. Discounting trains negotiators. Subtracting trains buyers. Choose which customers you want. Instead of lowering...
Niggas like us coming where we come from, we can't afford to fuck up. We can't afford to slip up, make no mistakes, you heard? Because they watching and they want us to. You know what I'm saying? We got all odds against us. Niggas like us coming where we come from, we can't afford to fuck up. We can't afford to slip up, make no mistakes, you heard? Because they watching and they want us to. You know what I'm saying? We got all odds against us.
You don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage?
Don't look back in 3 years and wish you'd started today. Get your free 3-year regret audit. Link in bio.
If you go back and see my life, boy, I made it. Believe me on that. If you say my life, Trey, I'm good. Everything I got now, boy, I ain't even pray for this. That's the real reason why, I don't really be tripping. I come from the worst of the worst. I slept in the car. I'm good. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. I don't even want my crib to be this big. I take a 2-story crib. Man, we done came so far. I ain't asking for none of this. As long as I give you a championship, Trey, I ain't asking for none of this. I'm out of everybody's way.
To change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, And it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better.
Let me tell you about people. People are opportunists. They look for a chance for you to fall, but they stay close to you as if they're your friend or your empower. But as soon as the opportunity comes, and they may help the opportunity by putting somebody, by planting somebody in your situation, and as soon as the time comes where you're down and out, that's when everybody stick their forks in your neck and in your back. But then one day, if you're strong and you overcome your adversity, then it's going to be their turn. But let's see how well they handle it. I don't think there's people that can handle it well as I handle it. They're not as tough as they think they are. Everyone thinks they're a tough guy, they're a big shot, but they're not, deep down inside. If you strip them down for what they truly are, they're cowards. Because they manipulate and they misuse people. And only cowards do that because they're insecure themselves and their own manhood. I talk to the smallest, wimpiest guy in the world the same way I talk to the biggest.
The harder thing to do and the right thing to do are usually the same thing. Nothing that has meaning is easy.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it.
You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course.
What would you tell yourself, you know, when you were where I am?
I think I'd tell myself that you have no idea what you're doing, and therefore you're invincible.
The way you perform? Do you think it's normal? For the guys who travel, don't have money to pay the heater at home, to come here, to follow us, to perform in this way? Do you think it's normal? Wow! Like my team is not like that, we'll be in trouble. Sport, life is body language. How you approach life, how you approach the game. This is body language. You want to play? You want the ball? You want to move? You want to fight? You want each other as a brother? As a brother? Down to the earth, everyone, guys. Down to the earth. Work harder. Work better. Be humble. Be ambitious. Otherwise, the cabin is ready.
Let's get something straight. You're gonna hear this from me one fucking time. I was born a nice kid. Somewhere along the line, I lost my fucking way. Somewhere along the line, when you suffer a traumatic experience when you're a young man, you stay stuck for a few years. I'm not making excuses. These are all proven things. You gotta read this shit. You just don't grow until the reality comes to you of what happened. You're still in shock when your mom dies or your father dies. And somewhere along the line, I went off the rails. And I'm sorry for that.
You need for growth is the one thing you are the most afraid to do. Sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. Progressing at a snail's pace is still progress, and slow progress is better than no progress. Never be stagnant and never give up. It's easy to decide that if you can't overhaul your entire life in one fell swoop, you might as well do nothing. Remember, we started where we could with what we had. Changes bring rivers of tears, feelings of helplessness. Ironically, it is precisely in the transition that we build our power and life suddenly changes. One moment you feel there is no hope, no way out, and the next.
To the world, you trade your innocence for experience as a man, and you have to. There's no value as a man being innocent. You have to be experienced. And the reason why that's so important is not For the man, it's so that he can protect the innocence of those who are on his watch. So often what men do goes unrecognized, unappreciated, and is even criticized and attacked, and yet so many men still show up every day. They keep the world turning. They take care of their families. They stand their watch. I just think that because there's such a lack of appreciation and gratitude for that, that it's soul killing for a lot of men. A lot of men go through life doing exactly what they should be doing.
What? Oh, you all think smoking kills? Let me tell you something. Do you know that the amount of people dying from diabetes are 3 times as many people dying from smoking? Yet if I pulled a Snicker bar, nobody will say anything. Do you know that the leading cause of lung cancer is not actually a cigarette? It's your DNA. You could smoke for years and nothing will ever happen to you. This whole war against smoking is just to restrict the farming of tobacco. I use these arguments, even though I just made them up, with a group of my friends. And the results? 5 of them believed what I said. 2 of them started smoking. Words, when said and articulated in the right way, can change someone's mind.
Now is the best time to start.
Not tomorrow.
Not next week.
Not until next month.
Not next year.
You have to start
Right now.
So get out there and chase your dreams. Find adventure. Fall in love. Take risks.
Because trust me,
It'll be worth it, I promise.
I'm unbeatable. I can't be beat. It's impossible. You can damage me. You're never ever going to beat me. I'm completely, unequivocally unbeatable.
Remember in the heads, you become man of voice. Don't be there in the critic. Speak life, speak love, speak bravery, kindness and hope. Speak wisdom and truth. Most of all, listen to your children. I never had none of that. I get that from mine. And that's my number one priority. That's how I follow that. That's how I break it. And, so when I do it, I live it. I live it. The narrative shit. That's what they never wanted to pick up.
Don't look back in 3 years and wish you'd started today. Get your free 3-year regret audit. Link in bio.
there's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. Wait, I'm not done now. The devil goes, oh no, leave him alone. He's my favorite. right. Bother him. Yeah. Conversely, when the devil comes at you, maybe it's because he's trying to do something right.
Don't look back in 3 years and wish you'd started today. Get your free 3-year regret audit. Link in bio.
You cannot lose when it's your time to win. And when it's your time to win is determined by God. Not you, not me, not a guru, not your business coach, not the latest best-selling author. Times and seasons belong to God.
Don't look back in 3 years and wish you'd started today. Get your free 3-year regret audit. Link in bio.